Okay, kids, so I'm making tortillas for you. Oh, this is working. Anyway, okay, remember I started out with 5 cups of flour, 4 tablespoons of shortening, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, and 2 teaspoons of salt. I'm incorporating it all in there. It's going to be just a few minutes. You want to incorporate the manteca into the flour. I'll do this. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't want to use a timer later if you get a chance, but this is what I'm doing now. Kind of incorporate that shortening into the flour until I kind of don't really feel the little lumps of shortening. It's only a few minutes, if that long. Alrighty. So remember, I said 5 cups of flour, 4 tablespoons of shortening, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, and 2 teaspoons of salt. Okay, I'm going to start with a cup of water. Okay, it's not quite a cup, but it's almost a cup. I'm going to continue kneading this flour. I said I started with a cup of water, and it doesn't look all that easy to work with just yet. So let's add another cup of water. Remember I told you start with 1 cup of hot water, and then we add a little more. Here's another cup of hot water. So there I've used 2. Oops. There we go. All mushy. You see that? Super mushy. But that's okay, because now you start to work with your dough to make sure. I use 2 cups of hot water, don't forget that, to make sure that start working the flour all together, making your dough. Oops. Okay, remember I told you okay, now I'm going to add a little more water because I don't think I have enough. That's 2 cups of water. I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of water now. Maybe, a second thought, I'm putting an 1/8 cup of water here. An 1/8 cup, 1/8. I've got 2 1/8 cup of hot water in there. And I'm working the dough. Keep kneading it until it stops sticking to your fingers. And I'll show you in a few minutes. Okay, it's starting to stick together. Let me show you. I'm going to put it on the counter. It's starting to stick together now as a dough. See? I'm going to knead it. And I might need a little bit of more flour. See how sticky it is right here? It's sticking. So I'm going to add just a little bit of flour. Okay. And I'll measure it for you just because. I'm going to put a 1/4 cup of flour in there. I'm sorry. Here I'm going to put like 1/8 of a cup of flour. And start kneading it again. Okay, knead it, keep kneading. Oops, the longer you knead, the easier it is to get this flour to be a little pliable. Look at this. See, it's getting better. This looks great already. Okay. Flour is now almost ready. There we go. I'm going to add just a little more. Remember, I added an eighth of a cup. Here's the other eighth of a cup. So now we have a fourth. I added an extra fourth cup of flour, and I'm kneading the flour into the dough. And it's getting easier and easier to handle. This is now our tortilla dough. I think you'll be pleased with the turnout. There we go. Dough's ready. So, when you're making your tostales, I'm sure you looked that up. This is how you're going to do it. Here's my ball of dough, and I put it in my palm, and I fold it in. And that is how you make your tostales. Just like that. See? Oops, let me push it back. There we go. Flour is looking great. I'm kneading the flour just a little bit longer. I was going to show you the tostal. Oops. Okay. The flour is not sticking to the countertop. You see that? Well, it was almost not sticking. I've kneaded it some more. I'm pushing it into the countertop. That's why it was sticking. Okay. I think we're good here. Keep kneading. Well, maybe we should add just a little more flour. How about we add another eighth cup, just to be sure. We want it to be a little hard. Eighth of a cup. So now, keep incorporating this dough. There we go. Yeah, I think that was better. It did need a little bit more flour. It doesn't have a pimply skin now. Now it's almost smooth. Oh yeah, definitely better. Okay, bingo, we're done. Let me know how it works out for you.